did the job. Right.
What episode is this? Do we know?
That's a good question. I want to say 32.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It would be 32.
Really?
Yeah, because I think we filmed the second to last to the finale or whatever.
Oh, the penultimate.
Yeah. So this is a good finale, I think.
Yeah,
If we're
yeah,
still
yeah.
doing the season 2 thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Which it seemed like
the whole structure's falling apart.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope the camera will pick some of that up.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is your backyard.
This is my backyard.
We're actually stranded. We got lost.
we were lucky.
Yeah.
I had to do the thing where you twirl the sticks together
Yes.
until it lights a flame.
Yeah. Wait, say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again. Yeah.
I had to, yeah. Nah, I mean, we'll just blur that out. Oh, careful.
Holy
and don't
shit.
let the embers land on that either. That would not be good.
Oh, the table?
On the fire starter that I did not use to start
there's
this fire.
actually one in the box right now.
There's several in the box. I only used a couple.
No, I'm saying an ember was in the box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It's cooled off now, though.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about embers is they cool off quick.
Yeah. I'll just
That's one of the things about embers. I mean, they have a lot of really cool qualities.
go on about the qualities.
Well, for example, they're glowy, little orange glowy things, that can sort of be kind of a vibe, honestly, whenever they're not threatening your life.
Yes. This is I do like this feel though.
This is good. This is a good Halloween episode, our second Halloween episode that we've done.
Yeah.
And this is
Actually, I think it might be the third.
this is obviously the third or the second.
Sure.
And this is as an adult what Halloween is all about right here. The past few years have made a fire and handed out candy on Halloween, make a bonfire in the driveway, hand out candy. This year, we got the baby, so we're going to take her around the neighborhood.
Yes.
So I'll be missing this part of Halloween on Halloween, which I'm fine with because I'm more excited about the baby, obviously.
Yes.
But I do love bonfires.
I don't know. I would say it's been over a year since I've been in front of a bonfire.
So, yeah, and it's been a long time for me, too, just because, the past couple of years, it seems like bonfire season is so short these days, because the best time to have it is the fall. The second best time is the spring. The problem is it seems like every day it's only either winter or summer outside.
Yeah.
I think I just felt a couple of raindrops.
I also felt I thought, is that an ember? But then it was that was cool.
Embers and raindrops.
So, there's a lot of
different.
chaos going on right now. Some very small meteorites just being flung towards us.
Also, the raindrops, which is honestly, it's kind of neat, the poetry behind it all. You got the water and the embers, little tiny drips of fire and little tiny drips of water.
Earth, water.
Yeah, and there's
air.
also little tiny drips of dirt under our feet.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of everything going on. I really hope it doesn't start raining because it's cold.
What's going to happen?
We got this equipment.
What's going to happen?
This is one of them things, our stew, I was talking to you about pre-recording, our stew is kaput temporarily.
Yeah.
It's not...
Remodeling.
Yeah, we're remodeling, renovating. And so you brought up, let's do an episode. I said, okay, let's do a bonfire.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a brilliant idea that I had by doing it in front of a fire. And I still think that.
I'm very pleased so far.
It's also a really bad idea. Just because, we don't know if the video quality is going to be worth a shit. The embers are flying at our kneecaps. And now we might have rain.
Yes.
But I'm still pretty happy. I'm worried about your laptop. Do I need to find something to put over it?
I mean, we could maybe do a little tarp or a towel.
Oh, a towel.
A towel could be huge for us.
Let me text Jess and see if she can throw a towel out
Okay.
here.
If not, we could just do an intermission where it's
No. No, we'll do it live.
We'll do it now.
Can you throw a towel out here, please.
It's like the towel might not mean anything if it pours, you know?
Right.
So,
Well, and honestly, like, if it comes to that, we'll see, because it is picking up. It's
it is picking up. I hear it around
I
us.
can hear it, and I can feel a lot more.
Yeah.
So we'll see. She'll throw a towel out here, hopefully, in the next couple
Not
of
too
minutes.
bad. We'll be okay, though.
This is doable.
We're
is
not
doable.
panicking. We're not panicking.
I'm not even panicking. And honestly, like, I was just telling you, I don't have any notes prepared for this one.
That's fine.
It's been a hectic month, honestly.
I believe it.
And I'm not going to go into it. I feel like the past couple episodes, I've super ball hogged the conversation.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do that today, even though I feel like I'm already doing it.
No, it's good. It's good.
But I wanted to talk to you first and foremost about Battle Beast, because you borrowed it.
Yeah, I read issue 1, not to be
only-
mistaken with volume 1.
Only issue number 1, which is a shame because there are now 6. And
Can I be honest with you?
yeah.
I don't remember a thing.
Don't remember a thing.
No, I remember something.
Okay. And honestly, like, it wouldn't surprise me if you didn't remember anything, because it's only like setting up. Like, it hasn't gotten into anything. You know.
I read it. I definitely read it like months ago.
Right.
So there's that. But
So-
I do remember it starting like at the end of like it seemed like he was leaving like this battle.
Yeah. So
and I recognize like whoever
Invincible.
Stephen Yeun does the
Yeah.
voice for whoever that guy is.
Right. Invincible.
I saw him all bloodied up on the
Right,
ground. So
right.
I'm like, oh yeah, world building.
So it is from, like, I don't even know what issue, from Invincible, which is like his first appearance in the series Invincible. And what
I have a
happens
brilliant
is
idea.
he shows up.
You keep talking.
Okay. He shows up. Oh, smart. That's smart. Battle Beast shows up, beats the hell out of everybody, and then says basically, "You're not worth my time. I was promised a worthy opponent. You have all been disappointing, whatever." And he hops back in a little teleporter and ends up on a ship and says, like, "Hey, I'm looking for, the toughest people out there. I want to die. I'm living a miserable existence."
Yes.
Full of rage, and I just want to die in glorious battle. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to let you kill me. I want to die because somebody got the best of me in glorious battle. And so he shows up at the guy,
He's encased in like a tomb thing,
like a
right?
big concrete thing with only his head sticking
Yeah.
out. And, like, there's a little chatter back and forth. The guy thinks he's tricking Battle Beast, and
It's
he
like, I'm harmless. I'm
right. My
powerless.
body's broken down.
Will you help this
I'm
old soul? or
Right,
whatever.
right. Battle Beast lets him out, kills him pretty quick, and then it turned out that there was like a little alien, like, "Help me," like like a head, a little bit of a torso, and an arm, and has been living in the monster's gut, because I guess he ate him for however long.
See, that part I forgot.
Right.
But
And he grabs him, and he, like, throws him on the ship. And the ship's AI is like, "What is that?" And Battle Beast says,
oh yeah, he was like, it's dinner or
he
something.
says,
It's lunch.
"Yeah, meat or something, food."
Yeah.
And because he also has the big monster's arm. And he's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Food." And he's like, "I understand that you're going to eat the arm. I'm talking about the little alien." And he said, "Oh yeah, this one's alive. It'll be better food longer," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think it ends with the character, the little alien, like, gulping, because Battle Beast just basically said to his face, like, "I'm gonna fucking eat you,"
Yes.
So obviously that isn't, that's a little bit of setup. It gets into it, and honestly, the first arc is finished.
At the time I read it, that was like the only issue out. It seemed like.
Yeah.
How many issues are there now?
6. They
Okay.
just finished their first arc. So that's their first, like, volume 1 is going to be 1 through 6, and it'll pick back up, I think, in March. And honestly, it's good. I like it a lot, but it ended a little bit anticlimactic, like, it was like, it's still setting up. They're still going to get into a lot, but it feels like the end of an arc, and now we got to wait
I see.
5-6 months.
Yeah.
You'd think you would have ended it with something a little bit more satisfying.
It's
But
just disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit, especially because like I was not a big comic reader before Battle Beast. Like I took the time to read like all the Walking Deads and all the.
It's a
ton.
big commitment.
big commitment. At the time, I didn't have anything going on.
Yeah.
And then read all the Invincibles, which is like 75% the same commitment.
Yes.
And so read all those, and I've read like a bunch of stuff here and there, but I've never really read anything that was ongoing until like I started reading Battle Beast, and then there was like 2 or 3 series that came out around the same time. I'm reading a ton.
Beautiful something.
Exquisite Corpses.
Yeah.
And then I mean there's a ton.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start listing. At the time, it was those 2, Blood and Thunder, and maybe one other. But now I'm reading so many ongoing comics. And with that, because I'm reading so many ongoing, there's something running around back there. It's kind of scary. Between the rain, the fire, and the predators.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm reading so many ongoing series right now.
What put you on like comics in general, you feel like? Was it like a person or just
So I had some friends that read them, and then but I wasn't like into it, and then we started watching the MCU movies, and Spider-Man was like my favorite character, so I took the time to read a lot of old like a lot of the original Spider-Man, like I got them digitally and was reading them, and I was having so much fun with it. And then like it was sporadic here and there, like because a lot of my favorite series were based off of comics, so I'm like, let's see what all the hype is about. Mortal Kombat was like one of my favorite video game series. They made a little like companion comic series. I'm like, yeah, I'll read that. So for a long time, it was like a little bit mixed in here and there until I got into like the Walking Dead and Invincible. Those were, like you said, big commitments.
Sure.
So it was like a lot more reading comics. And then I guess and it was still like every once in a while I'd look for something to read, but I didn't find anything for a long time after Invincible. But then it was like Invincible's making a spin-off for like one of the best characters in the series. And also Invincible had a lot of other tie-in series.
There were other spin-offs?
They weren't even, I guess they are kind of, spin-offs and tie-ins I guess are kind of the same thing. They take place in the same universe, but it's not like because Invincible because this character was so beloved in Invincible, we're giving them a series. It's not even that. It's more just like, hey, Invincible's not the only badass in this series, like and some of them like existed before. I think Savage Dragon is in Invincible in that same universe, and I think Savage Dragon came out first.
That's a spin-off as well. Or it's just a tie-in.
Yeah.
What's the difference between tie-in and spin-off?
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, I really don't know. Like,
Right.
I guess a tie-in is just like
it can like stand alone, maybe.
it stands alone, and it just happens in the same universe.
Okay.
But
Well, okay, is the main character in the tie-in, were they like originally in Invincible, or did they appear first in the tie-in?
so Battle Beast is a spin-off, and
Okay.
it existed.
I knew he was in the series before that.
First introduced in Invincible, but there's like the Astounding Wolfman, or Astonishing, I can't remember, Tech Jacket, and Capes, and they all might have had their first thing, like their own series first, that just happened in the same
I see.
universe,
I
and then
see.
they would show up like cameo in Invincible.
Okay.
But
Now,
I'm not.
yeah.
I
can't define it, but like
I can't say 100% certain that I'm even right about those. Like, they
I see.
might be spin-offs too.
I see.
And there might not even be a difference at the end of the day. But anyway,
Couldn't tell ya.
I read all of them.
That's
I
good.
read all the tie-ins, all the spin-offs, and with Battle Beast coming out, I had heard Battle Beast was coming out, and like probably months to a year before it was. So I'm like, I'm going to get caught up on everything Invincible related, and I did.
Yes.
And because I loved Invincible. Invincible was my favorite, like hands down. But then when they were spinning it off, I was like, okay, I'm gonna read everything else. And then like I guess it was probably on my, because I was only gonna read Battle Beast, but like I was reading it on I got a Kindle.
Oh.
And
What kind of Kindle?
Color Soft.
I have just the Paperwhite.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Paperwhite, because I knew I was getting it for comics, and a Paperwhite is
that's
only
not
in
gonna
white.
cut it.
Yeah.
For
So
pictures.
I pre-ordered Battle Beast on there, and it was like, oh, you might like this, and I'm seeing all these covers that are just like doing their job. They're catching my eye,
Yes.
which is exactly what a cover is supposed to do. And because they were like a handful of them, they were all on issue number 1, or it was like people that were like associated with Robert Kirkman, who was like my favorite author at the time, like comic writer. I was like, yeah, I'll check that one out, and then I'll check and had written some Tech Jacket, which is an Invincible tie-in character. And then Exquisite Corpses, like I saw the cover and the title, and I'm like, that's really interesting because I like horror. And
so this is Robert Kirkman as well?
this is not Robert Kirkman.
Okay.
And by the time I looked into it and found that they basically have like like a dozen writers on it that are like swapping off like almost like a TV series, and I thought that was really interesting, and I'm liking that one a lot too. It doesn't read that good month to month. It reads a lot better like if you're going back to
Binging.
back to back,
Okay.
binging it. It's
I see.
it's a lot better binging because like
You like
it takes
for that it make like Exquisite Corpses. From what you've described, it sounds more of like telling a story of a bunch of different groups, right?
yeah. I mean, it's
Whereas-
about basically like 12 characters get brought into like a small town
Yeah.
in like a battle royale situation, but it's also it's telling their story as well as the families that they're representing behind the scenes, and the like the townsfolk that are being affected by this battle royale. So there's so many characters, and like one issue will be like about this killer and this family that they're representing, and these characters that are citizens of the town, and then like you won't hear back from them for 2, 3, 4 issues at a time, and it's like, shit, I really want to know what that person is up to right now.
Yeah, it just you won't hear from them next year till it'll be
For
a long time.
several months. Yeah.
I see what the issue there is now.
Yeah, so that's frustrating. And then I found that the guys who like originally hatched the idea to do it that way were two guys who brought in all the other people. And so I started looking into some of their work, and then like I'm finding like this series and that series, and
So
like
the authors and stuff, and like that's how you find.
yes,
what you like.
somewhat.
Okay.
Like I can list off a few authors that I like, and then like Robert Kirkman is a good example because all his stuff gets turned into huge, like Robert Kirkman's brilliant,
Yeah. Do we need another
Yeah, we'll throw a little bit of
2x4,
We'll throw a little bit of these are 2x6s.
2x6s? We need a. You think that'll do? You think?
I think one is probably fine.
Okay. And it'll just catch fire probably.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I see.
Robert Kirkman's written a lot of. He's only written a few like series that turn into like huge things, and like.
Yeah.
I'm not super into like the big two, Marvel, DC.
Okay.
I'm not super into those right now. And I'm also not even super into like superhero comics. Like all the stuff I'm reading, like there are no superheroes.
They don't fall in that category.
No. Invincible is kind of like it's a superhero comic, but it's not even about like it's not your typical like the Joker's doing something shitty, so I gotta thwart him. Like
The stories are like more complex.
A lot more
outside
complex.
of just good versus evil.
It's like a drama, you know. Yeah, it's not like every week or every month Batman's stopping somebody.
Yeah.
I know the Batman, like some of those series aren't like that cut and dry either.
Yeah, I feel like if any superhero comic would explore outside of good versus evil, it would be Batman. Because I don't know.
Chose a pretty bad example.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I feel like there's no other superhero with more comics than Batman.
Oh yeah,
I might be wrong, but
well, and like that's another thing. Like everything I found was on like less than issue 20, except for like everything I found recently. I'll say.
yes.
Because even with like Invincible and The Walking Dead, it was easy to get into those because they ended, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get into Spider-Man right now because you don't even know, do you read the Ultimate Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, the Superior Spider-Man? Like, there's so many different ones. It's like I don't even know what to start. I don't know what's canon. I don't know what's like the chronology, you know? Everything I have started is either there's one series that's ongoing and it's not even up to issue, like the furthest back I went was on issue 18, so I had to read 1 through 18.
What do you mean by that? Like, that's the series you like came into the latest.
The latest that I found one was on.
Okay.
So I found one that was like up to like issue 6, so I only had to go.
But most of the series you're reading, they're like pretty
recent.
New, feeble.
Like I haven't like. And, like, I went into the comic book store yesterday, I think, and I found a couple, like, on the shelf that was like, oh, issue 1. Because it's kind of hard to find, like, new series that are ongoing, you know? At least for me. I get a lot of, like, I see, like, the recommended based off of what I read on Amazon, but a lot of it is also just, like, TMNT, you know? Which,
yeah, it's just...
Some of it's random. Some of it's like, how is this based on what I like? Because this is just random.
Yeah.
X-Men. I've never read an X-Men comic in my life, you know? But, so I went to the comic book store and I saw a couple that, like,
V-Stock?
No, it's like it's called Endless Comics, Games and Cards, Trading Cards, something like that.
I see.
It's like an actual comic book store. And I went in there and, like, they got the shelf, the wall of comics. They have a couple of them. And I saw, like, a couple of covers that I'm like, oh, you're grabbing my eye a little bit. And what number are you on? Issue number 1, you know, like. And that's how I found, like, a couple more recently. I don't even know how. There's a little, what's it called? Like, it's a little publishing company within that these creators came together, made a little company that sells their comics, that publishes them through Image. So it's like under Image Comics, which is like, you know, The Walking Dead, Invincible, and a lot of that shit.
There's like a sub
and they're like a little
company.
Yeah, like a little sub company within that. And no, what happened was I went to another comic book store in St. Charles, and I saw, like, one of the covers for it, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, and I took a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into it when I got home, and I'm like, oh, Ghost Machine is the little company. The series is called Hyde Street, and read a little bit about it, and then, like, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I read issue 1, I dig it, but then I get to the back of the comics, it's like everything else Ghost Machine is up to. And I, like, decided to read all of it, you know? So I'm, like, reading pretty much 4 or 5 series through this one little company. And it's all, like, it's all basically 2 authors. But they're a lot more, it's a company of only, like, 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're all writers, you know? Like, they all are, like, the artist will, like, chime in, the letterer will chime in, the colorist will chime in, and
into like the writing process. Or
yeah, the storytelling and all that.
Now it seems like what you're talking about. It seems like you strike me as someone who can be easily like swept into a story, and like you can get carried away. Like if you read an issue, you're gonna like
if I get into
go all the
something,
way.
I gotta get into it.
Has there ever been a comic where you like read it and you're like, this sucks, I'm done with it?
I'm getting there on Blood and Thunder.
Okay. I see.
And yeah, you know what? So when I was reading The Walking Dead, I was like, The Walking Dead was really violent and had like some real graphic material, but I was liking it a lot. And I wanted to look into like more violent comics that are like the artist gets to have a field day drawing like the blood and the guts and everything. So I stumbled upon, when I was doing research, a series called Crossed.
Okay.
And it was like this like demonic infection / infestation that basically, if you caught this disease, really,
Okay.
your like deepest, darkest, most depraved desires you'll just do it. You have no like filter of stopping yourself from doing like the most messed up thing that you can even conceptualize. And so I'm like, that's interesting.
Just like the out-of-pocket fever.
Yeah. Honestly, yes.
I see.
What is that?
Out-of-pocket fever?
You made that up?
I made that up. Like when someone does something so like random, or like that was out of pocket.
Right.
Or like,
Oh, that's interesting.
is there another phrase for like, intrusive thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Intrusive thought syndrome.
Right. But they're
plague.
acting on it.
Yeah.
And so, like, there was, like, and, like, I think what happened was Garth Ennis.
Darth Anus?
Garth Ennis.
Oh, sorry.
Or Enos or something, who wrote The Boys.
Okay.
He wanted to, like, him and whoever else was involved in the creation / whatever process, wanted to push the boundaries of like the censorship in comics and do basically everything that they were able to get away
I
with.
see. With
Which-
the Frost series, or are you saying
Crossed.
Crossed?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Which
Okay.
included but was not limited to, and honestly, we might even have to like censor some of this.
Yeah.
Nothing awesome about that.
So I could see. So that's an example of a series where you're like, I could do without
And
this.
honestly, I can't say like, oh, this sucks, because I don't know, because I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know, and like, but there's so much Crossed. Like, they've written there's like a ton of trade paperbacks, like
Yeah.
a bunch of arcs.
So if that made you like squeamish, you know, who
Right.
knows what happens later?
Yeah,
in the series.
exactly. It was so early on, and they
Yeah.
brought in like they had like brought in other writers and everything, you know. So I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. I've definitely started a few that like I didn't get all the way into.
I see.
And like some of them, it's not even because I liked them or disliked them. Some of them I forgot about. Like, I got to go through and see what I got. I'm reading probably like 8, maybe like 8 ongoing right now.
That's
And-
a lot.
Yeah, and like it seems like a lot because it's like 8 series, but it's like 1 issue a month.
Yeah.
And sometimes 1 issue
It's
every 2
rationed
months.
out, you know, like
Yeah.
all 8 series aren't out at once.
Right. So I'm reading like 1 or 2 issues a week, and each issue is only 20 to 30 pages, you know? So I'm not even reading like it's not like I'm ahead in the books all the time, you know? But like some of them, it is that way because I'm trying to get caught up. But I'm probably reading like 8 and probably paying for like 10 to 12. Like, there's a couple that I've like bought. They're only on like issue 2 or 3.
Okay.
I bought them either in the Kindle or physical copies, and like haven't read and probably won't get to them for a while.
I see. As in, like, you've bought a lot, but you're only reading a few of the, like, you're saying
ongoing.
you've bought 12. I've been reading.
What?
I've been reading.
What have you been reading?
Probably
Probably not comics. Probably novels.
not comics. Well, you see, it's weird. Like, I never read,
Yeah, I hate reading.
and I would tell you the same thing, but
Yeah.
like in the past week, I've read 3 books.
In the past week?
Yeah.
What kind of books?
I never read, but
The Lord of the Rings trilogy?
no, but they're kind of like they're novels, I guess. But I'm on my 4th one right now. But one of them's called Dark Matter,
Okay.
and it's by Blake Crouch, and it's pretty much about this. It's about the multiverse, I guess. So the story. Are you gonna read it?
Never.
All right. You guys won't read it. So it's about this story of this guy, and he has a wife and a son, and he goes out to get them ice cream one night, and he gets kidnapped. And what happens is, like, he's, like, drugged and, like, I don't know, he gets drugged, and he wakes up in a different universe, right?
Okay.
It's still, like, everything's slightly different, and he just comes to find, like, his wife and son aren't home anymore. And he ends up being in a different universe. So,
Okay.
Pretty much what happened was, like, in this universe, okay, so let's think. In the original universe, I forget his name.
Okay. Probably Terrence.
Terrence, we'll call him Terrence.
Yeah. Terrence
is just like a college professor, right?
Okay.
And he's smart, but he could have accomplished more in life professionally, you know?
Right.
So, but he's happy. He's got a happy family. But this universe, he was, kidnapped to and, like, dropped in. He was kidnapped by himself in that universe. But in this universe, Terrence became very successful. But he never had, like, his son, and he never, married his wife.
Okay.
So he's, like, a lonely life, but he found a way to, like, jump realities, like the multiverse or whatever.
Right.
And I guess the idea is that he wanted the OG Terrence's life, so he just kidnapped him and then placed himself in that universe.
I like that.
And
I like
yeah,
that.
it's just very interesting. It's like the theme is just like, what your life could have been.
Right.
But like.
Well, and like it's like that. The grass is always greener on
Yes.
the other side. Argument.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And it's just a novel, just like a nonfiction.
Yeah.
Or I mean, a fiction.
Yes, fiction novel. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I read it in like a day.
You read it in a day? How many pages is it?
Like 300-ish.
Oh man.
But no, like that's the thing. Like I don't think I like reading, but now I feel like I'm starting to like reading.
Right.
Because,
Like you almost have to.
you get sucked into the story and
Right.
And it was like from the first person view.
Oh, he's telling the
So
story.
yeah, I guess that kind of differs where like
Terrence is telling the story.
it's from Terrence's perspective.
Yeah.
So it's first person. Not every book is like that. I feel like that's something you don't really get from like movies, at least. You don't hear
No.
a person's like inner thoughts. But,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I read Recursion, which is also by the same guy. Very similar story.
Oh yeah. So he's got a lane he sticks in his
Yeah,
lane.
very sci-fi esque, but
Yeah.
yeah. And then I read The Running Man,
Okay.
which is by Stephen King.
Oh, okay.
And they're making a movie. Well, okay, so they made a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in like the 80s,
Yeah.
and now they're making another movie next month
Okay.
with
like a new version of it.
yeah. You know Glenn Powell?
Oh, I've heard that name before for sure.
Have you seen the new Top Gun?
No.
Have you seen Hitman?
No.
Have you seen
I've
the-
seen.
Oops.
He's not in that.
No.
But yeah. Have you seen the movie, the romantic comedy with like Sydney Sweeney and like that one other guy?
No.
The one other guy's Glenn Powell, but it doesn't matter. So that's fine. That's fine.
He's the one who's going to be playing the Running Man.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
And yeah, I read the book, and I'd be surprised if they put a lot of that stuff in the movie.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Like in a movie, it's
That-
pretty much impossible.
But I'm just saying, like, even like if
the violence.
Stephen King,
Right.
He has a lot of weird things in his books. At
Yeah, that's
times,
true. That's true.
Which I wouldn't expect, but like The Running Man, this movie is being advertised as just like an action movie.
Yeah.
Not really like a horror movie.
Oh, that's interesting.
So.
So
Yes.
I would honestly be a a big reader if I like was better at reading. My reading comprehension is so terrible.
Okay.
When I'm reading something, I'm like often thinking about something else while I'm reading the words
Yeah.
on the page. And I get done with a page and I'm like, dude, I don't know what even happened in this page. And like I find myself dealing with that sometimes even with comic books that have like illustrations to like guide the story that's being told. And so that's one reason I don't really get into novels like that. But I have listened to like a few audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to like some of the Game of Thrones books.
Okay.
That I liked that. I listened to all the Harry Potters. I liked it.
Interesting. So like you find it easier to like follow along with an audiobook as opposed to being left with a bunch of words in front of you.
Yeah. And like
With
with the audiobook it was easy too because I was like I would listen while I was working, you know. So like
you could do other things. That's something with like I feel like I can't really read if I'm like
doing anything.
Eating. I don't think
Right.
I'd feel comfortable eating while reading.
Yeah.
You know, I need to be in front of nothing.
Right. Like that maybe if I was in like a white room, white walls, white ceiling, nothing in it except for something to sit in and then read, then I could maybe kind of
In a penitentiary.
Yeah, exactly.
They have books there.
I could maybe comprehend some of the stuff,
yeah.
but like my mind is the problem, you know.
Yeah.
And if there's any noise, forget about it.
I will say, no, I think my attention span has gotten a little better in the past week.
Yeah.
I will also say, not placebo, I don't think, but I've been like dreaming more
Oh, that's really interesting.
since I've been reading. We'll see if it keeps up, but
And like I'm sure like the comprehension is something I could get better at if I was reading.
Mhm.
But these days, who knows? Do I even have time to read? How do you find the novels that you're looking into, by the way? How did
Just-
you find
dark matter.
Dark Matter?
It's okay. No, I got coffee with a friend, and they recommended Dark Matter. And
Well, that story
great.
sucked. That story sucked.
I said it's in such confidence too. Like I got coffee. Yeah, wasn't much there, but ever since then I'm like, okay, I got through this one so well. Let's keep this going, and I did. So
Nice.
that's what I did.
Is that my bride? Hey, hot stuff.
Hello.
We ended up not needing it.
Yeah, it kind of slowed down the
It
raining.
started raining a little bit, and we wanted to protect the. That's okay. It didn't rain bad enough for it to be a big deal. Yeah.
Say if
You want to come say hi? Come on.
Come on.
All right, love you.
Bye. Thank you. That was her secretary. No. No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
that was the secretary.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, that was my beautiful bride.
Yeah.
She's a great wife.
That's
you know?
good.
She
That's-
just didn't see the text for a long time.
That's okay.
But she was watching our baby.
She's a
and
mother.
She probably put the baby down for bed. Well, now the light's still on in her room.
I see. Who knows? How long do you think we've been going?
Oh, good question. Oh, let me guess.
Yeah.
33 minutes.
40.
You looked and it said 40, or you're
Yeah.
guessing 40?
No, I'm telling you 40. Yeah.
I'm telling you without a doubt.
Yes, I'm giving
40.
you fact.
Facts, yeah.
Can I tell you about how The Running Man ends?
The Running Man
book.
is the Stephen King?
Yeah. I can give you
Tell me
the
how it
rough
ends.
plot.
Well, I'm
as well.
wondering if I'm going to watch the movie.
I'd
Honestly,
yeah.
honestly, you know what sucks?
What?
I'm going to forget this whole conversation.
That's okay.
So you could tell me how it ends.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. How about that?
Okay, great.
My brain is scattered across
You
this
just need to
fucking
read,
backyard.
I guess. I don't know.
It's not that. It's not that.
Okay,
I
we'll
just
get to
have-
your brain, I guess.
I just have a
But-
million things to think about.
That's true. That's true. The Running Man. So, pretty much his wife and newborn baby are sick, okay?
Okay.
And he lives pretty much in the slums or like a very
Like a
poor
okay,
area. Yeah.
okay.
The wealth gap is just
Gnarly.
abhorrent.
So big there almost isn't a gap at all.
Yeah. We're going to continue.
Well,
So,
think about it.
if the gap is so big it doesn't exist at all?
Would you call, like, the space in between this house and that house a gap?
Sure.
You'd call it... No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say
Okay,
that's
never
a
mind.
gap.
I'll say for your argument, no.
It's,
Then what?
I mean, that,
What now?
then
what
what is
happens?
a very good question. They're like 60 yards apart.
Okay.
So you would say, yeah, that's about a 60-yard gap. You would say that? You're a douchebag.
If we wanted to keep on with the gaps. I'm
All right, carry on. They live in a poor
think of
neighborhood.
synonyms
His
later.
wife and his infant baby are both sick?
Yes, they're both sick because it's the future. And this book was written in 1982, but this story takes place this year,
Oh,
2025.
that's really exciting.
So I kind of like how the movie's coming out when, like, it's
Yeah.
cool.
It's
so
their idea of
the
what the
future.
future is going to be
but it's
like.
so weird
I
because
love
they
that
still have
stuff.
telephones and just like really 80s stuff
Right,
in the
they don't-
story.
They thought we were going to have flying cars. They didn't
Yeah.
think we were going to make the phones
But
smaller.
pretty much, yeah, he doesn't have a job and he has no way to make money. But society has this like game show or this company that makes really gruesome game shows where, like, let's say you have a heart problem, they'll bring you on. And, like, there's this treadmill game show where you could walk on the treadmill and, like, you could have a heart attack on air and, like, the audience would applaud and stuff.
Wow.
It's
Right.
very insane, very,
Yeah.
like, predatory towards, like, the less wealthy.
Right, like
They
preying
take
on
advantage of,
Yeah.
the less fortunate.
and like if they had a heart attack, they win or lose.
They
How do
lose. But
Oh.
why the contestant is there, I guess, is, like, every minute they walk, they get, like, $10 or something.
Oh.
And then, like, if they answer a question correctly, they could make, like, another, like, $10. But if they
Right.
get it wrong, they'll, like, increase the speed on the treadmill. So it's funny, but, like,
Yeah.
it's messed up. But
This is the Running Man?
this is the book. Yeah. So
Okay.
the game show, why the book's called The Running Man, is the ultimate game show in the story is The Running Man.
Yeah.
And pretty much it's like anyone in the country or the world can hunt you down for 30 days. And if you make it the 30 days, then you make like $1 billion or something.
billion?
They said $1 billion with
Wow.
a B. Sounds like,
There ain't a whole lot I won't do for $1 billion.
yeah, but like nobody's made it the 30 days
Right.
and stuff. But anyway, he like, this guy, Ben Richards is his name. I do remember
The
his
character's name?
Yeah, his name's Ben Richards, and he, like, makes it the 30 days, right? But, like, there's a lot to this story, but pretty much, like, he, like, faked that he had a bomb in his jacket at one point, and, like, he demanded to get, like, a plane and stuff.
Okay.
Now he's on a plane with, like, some other people, and pretty much at the end, because he made it the 30 days, like, the game show company was like, hey, we're very impressed with you. We want you to work for us as, like, a hunter for the Running Man. So now you can hunt people down who, like, enter into the Running Man, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, like, I have, like, a wife and daughter to come back to, you know?
Right, right.
And they're like, your wife and daughter are dead.
What?
Yeah.
They
Like, no-
they told him that?
Yeah. And, like, he finds out, like, at that moment, at the very end.
That's him actually finding out genuinely?
Yes.
Wow.
In the story. And I was like, damn.
That's
you
a
know?
bad way to find out.
And, like, apparently, like, she had been, like, stabbed, I guess, because, like, it's all confusing. But anyway, he's like, he kind of goes crazy on the plane, kills everyone on the plane,
okay.
and just drives the plane into the headquarters of the game show company.
Oh, wow.
And it ends.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Wow, okay. Only Stephen King has
Yeah.
the gonads to do
Sure.
something like that.
But if you think about it, like, movies are very predictable now because, like, they have to cater to like a general audience.
They, and a lot of times, follow the same formula.
Yeah.
Or they're following source material.
source
books.
material, but like they also need to get their money's worth because they're putting millions of dollars into the
Well, and they
movie.
also have to leave room for a sequel in case
That too,
in case
in
their
today's
movie
Hollywood.
does well.
But like the cool thing about books or comics is like not a lot of money is going into them.
Yeah.
Books especially, like you're just writing words.
Right.
And then you publish it, So
Yeah.
like you could end it however you want, really.
Oh, yeah.
Explore whatever you want.
Yeah,
'cause
you don't give a
really
shit.
need to have
Maybe
a
no one
return.
will, maybe no one will even read this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
really interesting.
that's kind of what I've noticed about a lot of the books I've been reading. Like I would never see this in a movie.
Never. Yeah.
So
never.
I like it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I wish I could get more into. It is neat. Like there's a couple I thought there was one that was really creative that we had to read in high school. It was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Okay.
And
I
it
don't
was
know if I've read that, but
an Agatha Christie book, and she was like a big mystery writer. She would write a lot of murder mysteries,
Yeah.
And and Then There Were None, maybe you've heard of.
I don't think I've seen that.
Okay.
What Agatha Christie?
Agatha Christie.
She wrote all these mysteries.
Yeah, a ton of them,
I see.
yeah. The ABC murders, there's a bunch. I can't remember right now. But the one that we read was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and it's from the perspective of, I forget the guy's name.
It's like a detective, maybe.
No, he's not a detective. He's like a doctor of some kind. It's like a bunch of rich people in like a rich neighborhood,
Okay.
gated community type thing. But it takes place probably in like the 1800s maybe. And they, someone gets murdered, Roger Ackroyd, if you could believe it. And, it spends all this time. The narrator is like, I forget his name, but he's like, he kind of is investigating because he's like trying to help them all solve the mystery, and he's like looking into this person because they were here at this time, or this sized boot print was found outside the window.
So they're just a doctor, but they're making all these observations.
Yes.
As if, yeah.
And I think he's a doctor. It's been a long time.
All right.
And there's a bunch of like people that like, oh, you're reading it and you're supposed to think, oh, it's probably this guy because he had the motive. This guy had the murder weapon was found by this guy's house, or whatever.
The who done it.
This woman would have inherited his money, Well, at the end, and spoiler alert, you're probably never going to read.
Nobody's going to fact check us. Nobody's going to be upset if we say this.
No, I mean, well, and they could, if I'm going to spoil the ending. So if anybody doesn't want to hear it, skip ahead. If you don't want to hear it,
La la la.
do
la,
that.
La, 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 la. Go on.
The narrator was the murderer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I thought it was really brilliant.
It's a juicy ending.
Yeah, I thought it was really brilliant.
Wow.
Like,
Interesting.
yeah.
That's like the Sixth Sense type of thing.
Kinda,
if you like
a
the
hell of a
rewatchability or rereadability, like now you get to like now that you know this,
read it
the
knowing
twist.
that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a really good twist, I thought. And
Yeah.
like I was not into books, especially ones that we were forced to read.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think you could get on the train. Like I
probably could.
All the issues you described with you reading books, like I feel like I've experienced. I don't know how I got past that.
Do you take notes while you're reading?
No.
No? That was like the only reason that I was able to like
interesting.
comprehend the murder of Roger Ackroyd. We
Interesting.
were taking like I had to annotate, I had to answer like quiz homework at the same time.
I will say I feel like there are like easier, more like friendly books to read.
Digestible.
Yeah, like other books I've read, like I've read the Torah, right?
The Torah?
So that's like the first 5 books of the Bible.
Okay.
Like Islam, Jewish people, and Christians like all consider it like canon or whatever.
Right.
But it's a doozy of a read.
I can't imagine.
It's painful, you know. So you have to read like the under like notes, and like I had to watch a summary of the book.
Yeah.
Before like every time I read it, Whereas like these stories like Dark Matter, Recursion, the
The Running Man.
Thank you, The Running Man. A Study in Scarlet.
Okay. That's what you're reading now?
Yeah.
Got it.
These are much easier books to read, more digestible.
Yeah.
So you don't really need, So I
That's
think,
another thing. So we were tasked with reading, I want to say To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
And I remember reading the first sentence, or maybe it was the first page. There was like probably a ton of words that I didn't know what they meant, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no one knows
Like
what these
row.
were. Huh?
Like row.
Sure.
Go on. We'll define that later.
There was a ton of words on the page that, and my vocabulary was good, like I always nailed all the tests, whatever. And
big whoop.
I'm like, no one knows what these words mean. And like I closed the book and decided, like, after the first page, I'm like, I'll never ever ever read this book. I'll fail every test about it.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Yeah.
And it was true. I never read it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you. Like every book we've read in high school, I feel like I didn't read. The Great Gatsby didn't read.
And I bet
it was
the Great
just like those notes or
Yeah.
whatever, like online.
I bet the the Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
I bet the Great Gatsby is a good book too. People love
Yeah.
it. Who wrote that?
Fitzgerald, but
I
wrong.
Think,
maybe.
I think you might be right. Scott
Or
F. Scott's Fitzgerald.
yeah, that sounds right.
Something weird like that, right?
Either that or I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What
They
was
always
it?
do just letters.
I
you
did.
know?
Yeah, I think you just like now that we're adults, I think something about being like told you need to read this book to
That is
pass this
true.
class. You're
That
like,
is true.
I'm not gonna read this stupid
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
You have like a bad taste in your mouth from the
Right.
get go. However, now if you like go out of your way to like read something, like you get to choose what you want to read.
Right.
I think maybe then you might be more motivated to like get through it.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel now.
That's interesting because also I feel like in middle school when like you had the reading class,
Okay.
and they would say like you pick a book. You get to pick a book.
Yeah.
You choose the book. You have to read it. You're going to do book reports on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or it would be basic like questions that were generalized like that explain
That can
the
apply
plot.
to any book.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And like I feel like I enjoyed some of those books that I
see.
read, like when I actually chose.
Yeah.
Because there was a period where I was reading books, and I think they always were like, you always had to like rent a book from the library or something like
Yes.
that. You always had to have a book, and sometimes I was like reading those and digging them. So I mean, it's not impossible
Yeah.
if I could get into a book now.
Most people don't do it. So
Yeah.
I feel like if it's something like we could start doing, we'll have like a superpower or
Right.
something. I
That
don't
is true. That is true. Well, I mean, just for you to even like come out and say like, oh, this book is about a guy who swaps places with himself from a different reality because
Yeah.
this one has what this one wants,
Yeah.
and this one has what this one wants. It's like, oh, that's a really
Yeah.
interesting
know.
concept.
Yeah. So like, and like, it's tricky too because like, if you don't read, like, I only read that because I was like recommended it,
Right.
So sometimes like you don't really know where to start as well.
Yeah, that's true. If it's like, hey, I'm gonna read a book.
Yeah.
Well, how do I find a book?
How do I know I'm gonna find one that I like?
Right, because that could end up being the case too. You find a book and it's like, man, this book sucks.
Yeah.
I like horror, and like I feel like with books, it's really interesting because it's hard to be scared of a book. With a movie, obviously, your special effects, like
Yeah.
they can do some crazy shit with that, and the jump scares, the music.
Yeah.
So you're really immersed. But with a book, you're just reading words.
Yeah.
So, and you're imagining, you're using your imagination to picture the words that you're reading. But like,
I don't know if you could be like, from a
there's
book.
no jump scare from
You
a
can
book.
definitely be disturbed.
Definitely. There could
But-
be uneasy feelings,
Yeah.
like for sure. But definitely not like a jump scare. There can't
Yeah.
be. It's impossible,
Yeah.
There's even kind of semi jump scares in comics, because like
Sure.
they're set up,
a
you turn the
a
page.
jarring image.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The vocab is good though. Row.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. Row. What's
Spelled
row?
R-O-W, so you could like there's row,
Right.
but this is pronounced row, and that's pretty much like an argument.
So we were sort of rowing about gaps earlier.
Yeah,
We were on the verge of rowing.
And then I was like, there's no need to row.
You said that earlier?
No, I did not
Oh,
say that. But
I was like, man, I feel like I would have
if we
remembered
wanted
that.
to use it in another statement.
What is the noun form of row? So, like, we argue. We had an argument.
I think it's just row.
We row.
It's a row. Argument,
We had a row.
Yeah. Argument equals row.
And arguing equals rowing.
I would guess.
And
I don't know
argue.
for sure.
Argue.
I just learned this word today.
Argue equals row, and argument equals row.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Wow.
Sure.
Wow.
Yep. What's another? Smitten. I like smitten.
Smitten, like hit, like I was smitten by her. I wouldn't know how. That's the thing about fucking words. I know what they mean, but I can't define
I was
them.
smitten by her. That makes sense. Like I think smitten is like I don't know, like
enamored.
a feeling. Yeah, enamored. Like you're
Yeah.
kind of very like attracted. Or,
Right,
like,
right,
You're
right,
like
right.
This person has piqued your interest.
I was smitten by
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
That's because like
Smite.
smite is a word, but that's different.
That's a different word.
to
because
smite me down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's-
smitten. Yeah, maybe smitten is also like I would.
It's got to be the same like.
Yeah, because
derivative.
if I smite you down, then you were smitten. I would like. That's how
Right.
my mind would work, but
Right.
maybe that could be wrong. I know what smitten means.
Well, and the English
but-
language is so frustrating in that way,
Yeah.
you know? Like, there's so many different words that, like, or the same word that has multiple definitions or whatever, you know?
I've been seeing the word shown a lot in books.
Oh, like shined?
Yeah, past
Dude,
tense of shine.
When people say shined, I get pissed off.
Yeah, yeah,
It's shown.
shown. But nobody.
No one ever says that.
Yeah, they'll avoid the sentence before having to say that. I would do that sometimes.
And I think, like, in UK, like, some places in the UK,
Yeah.
they don't say shown, they say shone. It's shone on me.
Oh, yeah.
The light shone.
They pronounce things interesting.
Yeah, they're douchebags. over there.
Shire. Yeah. Shire, like whenever it's Shire, it's just sure. Like
Huh?
like let's say Berkshire Hathaway. It'd be like Berkshire.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm trying to think of like
Speaking of Shire, dude, how about the Lord of the Rings? You ever gonna read those?
I want to read those,
You
yeah.
should.
Yeah.
I listened to like the first audiobook,
Yeah.
and that one was a little bit too like complicated to work at the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I
Like to
can see
listen to
that.
while I'm working. And that's like the only time I have to like do that, you know? Comics I
Yeah.
can read because they're so short. And I guess you can read a chapter of a book at a time, that kind of thing. I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. So never mind. My excuse is bad.
You could burn through it. You don't-
Burn through it? Burn through what?
like multiple chapters, I guess.
What do you think I do?
Oh,
I have
you-
a baby.
Oh. Excuse that is something I'm thinking about. Like if I have a family, then like how am I gonna have the time to do this?
I have very little time for things.
Yeah. That's
I make
that's a good
time. I
point.
mean, I don't know. And like, there's two of us, so you know, it's,
Yeah,
I do have time. I could read a book if I wanted to,
I see.
but I also get so sleepy when I'm reading.
Oh,
Like,
that's an issue. You have to be you have to
get-
be alert.
I get so sleepy.
Yeah,
I,
that-
I don't. It's not like, oh, I'm tired. I'm not tired before I read. I'll be up, awake, energized, and then I get very sleepy.
I
I
see.
like almost have to read with coffee.
So perhaps the one or two chapters
is probably
is
my
good balance.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
because I get sleepy when I'm reading comics. You know.
yes.
They're just a lot easier to read for me personally, and probably a lot of people would feel that way. But I would definitely be down to try it if I found the right book. You know,
Dark matter.
I was,
You'll forget the plot.
I already don't remember which one that is. But oh no, I remember. like that's a really cool concept. I like that. I like when like there's something that it's like, man, how did somebody think of that? You know?
Can I spoil Recursion?
Recursion? Which one is that? Did you
That's
describe
by-
anything about it?
No, not.
It's by the same author as Dark Matter.
Yes.
You did say that.
Yeah, it came out like 2019, I think.
You said the plot was similar.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
So go ahead, spoil away. Spoil me, Daddy.
Yeah. So, as opposed, we'll let it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Dark Matter, whereas Dark Matter is a man trying to get back to his family because he's in a different dimension. This is more. This is pretty much a time travel book, but very rarely do they use the term time travel.
Yeah, that's.
They kind of shit on the concept of time, saying it's just like a figment of like it's just the way we perceive things. It's not real. Time isn't real.
Okay.
But like they've really focused on like memories, and pretty much the sci-fi part of this book is they've made this tool where you can travel back into your memories.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh,
so, like,
man, I need that.
Yeah, like think of like a key moment in your life. Like let's say this state tournament in 2016.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Yeah.
Let's say you're at the state tournament 2016. Let's say you're starting the tournament, right?
Okay.
You have a very vivid description of that moment in your head.
Hang on. Let me think.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, I don't remember.
I
don't remember, like, the start. I remember the overall vibe of the tournament.
Maybe, like,
but I don't remember moments.
Maybe you, like
that.
twisted your ankle in a tournament or something, and, like, you remember the pain from it.
I remember getting dropped on my head
Yeah.
at a Lee Summit. Okay. Yeah.
So, like, maybe, like, you remember that moment even though you were concussed maybe, yet you still have very clear memory of that moment. Now you can, like, enter that into a machine. You go in this, like, sensory deprivation tank, so it's like a water.
Yeah.
And you just kind of float in the water. And then, like, you're able to go back into your memories.
Okay.
And that's, like, pretty much time travel. Now you're living that life from that moment.
Yeah, okay.
But you still have memories of your, like, previous... So it's weird because when you go in the sensory deprivation tank, the way and this is, like, the controversial part of the book, I guess, the conflict here is, like, you die in the tank. Because when you die, like, a chemical is released in your head, which is, like, DMT or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And that, like, chemical is, like, just what you need to, like, I guess, see through your memories, I guess. Like, you kind of, like, relive your life. It's not real, so I don't have to
Yeah, you don't have to
you,
explain the science because it isn't.
Yeah, you pretty much you'd go into this tank, you die, but it doesn't matter that you died because now you're
living
earlier
through
in your life.
Okay.
And, like, you're actually there, you're living it.
Right.
So pretty much what happens there. So let's say...
I'm so tired.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Another thing is, like, but then there's, like, problems with that. Like, let's say I was, like, 50 right now. Okay?
All right.
And I remembered 9/11.
Right.
And maybe I remember, like, what I was doing, like, 2 weeks before that or something.
Yeah.
I go in the tank, I die, I wake up back in, like, 2001.
Right.
And
now
then I
you're...
stop 9/11, right?
Oh.
Okay? 9/11 never happened.
Right.
However, I lived my life up until the moment I died in that deprivation tank.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, everyone in the world, like, remembers 9/11.
Oh.
But it didn't happen. So, like, that's the problem. Like, it's confusing, but, like...
I remember those towers falling, but they're still there.
Yeah. And that's kind of what happens, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you... And, like, there's all these stories of, like, past lives you had, but, like, then you don't remember it, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's so... it's... I don't know. I like that one a lot. I think Dark Matter is, like, my favorite one right now, but...
These are written by the same guy.
Yeah, those two.
And his name is?
Blake Crouch.
Oh, great.
Oh,
great.
no.
Great. No, this is great.
I'm okay.
No, trust me, it's great.
I'm sorry about
Blake
that.
Crouch.
Yeah.
And are you the type
Yeah.
to say,
Yes.
this Blake Crouch wrote 2 books that I enjoyed.
Yes.
Let's see what else he wrote. Or at least read, like, the, what's it called? Like, the back of the book where it's like, oh, this guy is a family man. But
Meet
his
the
family...
author.
No.
Oh.
Like a little synopsis of the book without spoiling anything. It explains, like, the overall plot.
I see.
Like, you read that maybe and say, okay, it's by Clifford Crouchnan.
Blake Crouch.
Clifford Crouchnenberg.
Not even. There's no cliff.
Why did I think Cliff? And then read other work by him, or are you just looking for? Are you looking for more things in the same genre, or are you kind of all over the place? Like, what? How are you gonna find your next book after you get done with A Flower in the Field or whatever the fuck you said it was called?
Flower in the Field.
What's it called?
A Study in Scarlet.
Scarlet.
A Study in Scarlet.
Right. But I think Scarlet is why I thought of Flower.
I see. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Is this real?
So how are you gonna find your next book?
I don't know.
When you get done with A Study in the Scarlet.
My mind was. I read the first book. I'm like, I like this Blake Crouch book. Let me read his next book that's like rated even higher.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, The Running Man's coming out next month.
Yeah.
I'll read that book. And now I'm reading A Study in Scarlet.
Yeah.
Because it's by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Have you heard of that name?
No.
Okay. Well, it's the first Sherlock book. Is A Study in Scarlet. So yeah.
He's the original creator of Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. So it's not like Sherlock Holmes in A Study in Scarlet. The book's just called A Study in Scarlet.
Okay.
And it's written in like 1887.
Wow.
So that's how old Sherlock Holmes is. But
yeah.
I just started it, and it's from like Watson's perspective. Oh. And I just started it today, and I like it so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that'd be a fun book.
How did you find that one? Sorry.
That one, I'm trying to think. I think I've been to London, right?
Okay.
And there's like real places in London that are like referenced in the books.
Yeah.
And I like Sherlock Holmes, I feel like the movies and stuff. So I'm like, I feel like I'd like to get to the root of this character, you know?
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Have you ever heard of Hercule Poirot?
No, what's that?
He's like the detective that is always working the case in Agatha Christie novels.
Okay.
He kind of connects them all together.
I see.
He's like her Sherlock.
He's always in the books.
He's in a lot of them.
Okay.
I don't know if he's in all of them or even most of them.
If he's unavailable,
he's
in
a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway, what the fuck are they barking at?
Oh my.
Oh, that's not my dogs. That's over there. I thought that was
that's
my
a big
dogs
yonder.
barking.
Oh no. What time do you think we're at? But yeah, keep going about the detective.
56. Way above it.
Yes. Not way, but like I'm just pleased with how the elements have treated us.
Kind of been
with
pretty
this
good.
time.
Yeah. So the reason I even brought that up was because
Pompous Coil, what's his name?
Hercule Poirot.
Corpus Christi.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's like, you might, if you dig Sherlock, you might like some of her books. But I think maybe her writing is for younger people. And
like
you're still
Junie B. Jones.
You're Agatha Christie.
Oh.
But I don't know what age, because like I read one of her books when I was like probably 16, 17.
Magic
like
Treehouse.
The Murder of Roger Ackroyd.
Oh, okay.
For a while, like the way I was finding comics to read was like if they made a show or a movie series or something, you know that it was good enough for them to do that.
That's yes.
You know, so
sense.
I was reading like The Watchmen, The Boys, Lock and Key, Invincible, The Walking Dead, like that kind of. I was reading a lot of those.
Yeah.
That's how I was finding things for a long time. And then I eventually found like some that were like movies in production, and I'm like, I'm gonna read it before, or TV show in production. I'm gonna read it before it comes out, so that I can compare it when it does.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I did with The Running Man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think there's one answer to that. How do you find the books that interest you?
Yeah, definitely.
Or comics that interest you?
Definitely. Yeah, because mine, like, especially, like, I find one series and, like, what else did this author write?
Yeah.
There's an author, Jeff Johns, right now, who I'm reading, like, he's got, like, 3 ongoing series. I'm reading all of them. 3 or 4, maybe.
I see.
I'm reading all of them, and they're awesome. And then it turned out that he worked with James Wan.
Oh.
On Aquaman 1, the movie.
Cool. James Wan was like the director, right?
I think so, yeah. And like he like co-wrote it, and Jeff Johns was part of the writing process. And like I thought it was kind of cool because James Wan is her favorite director, Jess's favorite director.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like another movie.
The Conjurings.
Oh, okay.
Or The Nun or Annabelle. I
feel like there was like an interest, like him. I do know like he directed Aquaman, and then when I saw he was like directing Aquaman, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Right, because he does a lot of horror, and he's her favorite director, and Jeff Johns is my favorite author right now, and I thought it was kind of interesting that the two of them paired up on a film together.
Yeah.
Or not paired up, but
hooked up,
grouped up, whatever, Bada bing.
Eloped.
Yeah. But yeah. And that movie was really good, Aquaman. I liked Aquaman.
I actually have not seen that.
You never saw the first Aquaman?
But I remember it made a lot of money.
Oh yeah, it was big. Well, and like the cast was crazy,
Yes. Literally crazy. Yeah.
Some of them were actually crazy. Yeah. So we're probably getting towards the end here.
Yes.
This episode turned into book talk.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of down for that. I got really tired. It's like I hit a wall.
That's okay. The Dude and the Guy Book Club.
Yeah. That's probably going to be the title of the episode.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if it's the fire or the rain. Something knocked my ass out,
You did well, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
Without notes as well, like you seem like you're dying now, but like.
I'm tired now.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. That's all right.
Hey, fake it till you're naked, am I right?
That's what they say.
Yeah. So, honestly, this has been episode 32.
Yeah, 32.
Of The Dude and the Guy.
It's a lot of episodes, I'd say.
Oh, we're getting up there. I mean, we got a whole library. Get caught up. You're going to want to get caught up because you're going to want to understand what's happening in this one. And in order to understand what's happening in this one, you have to be caught up.
Yes. Yes, it's sequential.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sequential, chronological, canonical.
It's a train. It's a whole...
astronomical.
The series is a chain, and... you need each link in the chain,
You
or else
need
you're
every
not going to get what's going on.
You need every link.
Yeah.
Because a chain that's missing a link, guess what? That's 2 chains.
Yeah, 2 chains. And with that,
we're out of here. That was great. That was good.